Brett Audlett, Porter Fire Department captain. We were dispatched to a fall call originally. Arrived on location. Before we arrived on location, our dispatcher upgraded to a high angle rescue. Arrived on location to find a male individual trapped in a tree. His leg was pinned in the tree. He was extricated from the tree and transported by air ambulance downtown Houston.
What kind of condition?
He's in critical condition at this time.
How long did it take, and what kind of stuff you're trying to get him out of there? I mean, it looked like he was in there pretty tight. It
took us approximately a good 30 minutes to extricate him from the tree.
How was he pinned in?
By his leg.
I mean, what was it, in a fork? Or?
It was in the fork of a tree with his lower extremity of his leg pinned in the tree, in the fork.
So, at what point was his leg amputated? Was that as a result of the tree pinning him in?
I can't confirm that part of it.
Okay, but his leg was amputated.
I cannot confirm that.
Okay. When you guys got on the scene, was he yelling? Was he screaming?
He was alert and oriented in telling us what was wrong with him, and at that point we rigged him for extrication with harnesses and webbing and life safety ropes, and extricated it from the tree.
What position was he in when you got here?
He was in the inverted position.
Meaning what?
Meaning his head was facing to the ground.
So he was hanging upside down?
Yes, sir.
But what did he say happened to him?
He was cutting the tree down, and the tree gave way from him. The top of the tree gave way and pinned him in the fork of the tree.
How difficult was this for your firefighters and the rescue teams out here? I mean, I'm sure you guys don't come to these types of calls all the time.
This is not a call that we typically respond to in this area, high angle rescues, but this is something that we train for. And we train very regular on high angle rescues because it's a low frequency call.
He was taken to the hospital, transported by helicopter?
Yes, sir.
But you guys were still out there cutting the tree down. What was going on there?
We were just removing the tree off the house so it didn't fall the rest away on the house.
What about, you say it was in the fork? Did the fork actually close up on him, or another limb come down and pin him in the fork?
Another limb had his lower extremity pinned in the fork of the tree.
Okay.
Name real quick and say and spell it for us.
Eric Brocken. First name D-R-I-C, last name B-R-O-C-K-E-N.
So what happened out here?
Well, me and my father-in-law left to go to the little store up front here in the neighborhood, grab a couple things, and on our way back we get out, pulled in the driveway, which we live just right across from him. And I hear a branch break, and then I hear the man screaming. So I hollered at my father-in-law, told him to call 911, and I ran over here to see if I could help.
And what did you see when you came over here?
I seen a man hanging in the tree upside down, and this gentleman here trying to do everything he could to get him in the upright position to keep him from falling, because he didn't have much of his leg left hanging on, you know. It's separated at his knee, it looks like. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure.
So when you say that he was he hanging on that one leg?
Well, he was hanging like this too, but everything above him seemed to be rotten, and he was just slipping. I mean, with an injury like that, I'm sure you don't have the strength, to hold yourself.
How close is he from actually falling? I mean, was his knee still attached to his leg, or no?
No, I don't believe so. No, sir.
How was he hanging up there then?
By the grace of God, if you ask me, and just hanging in there.
What did you do to try and keep the guy? What did you do to try and keep him calm? What were you saying to him?
I would ask him his name. Well, I was kind of hysterical at first, okay, and then I tried to calm myself down, and he said something about his dog running around out there, and I said, "That's your dog." I just tried to let him know we had him and we was gonna keep him safe, and we weren't gonna let him fall. And he kept saying he was letting go, and I said, "No, you're not." I told him, reach down there in that pit of your stomach and get that strength, and let's do this, And
Did you climb up the tree to try and help him?
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir, I did.
So you were up in that tree with him?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How were you holding him up?
With my arms. And a piece of a ladder that I just happened to grab came apart on us, so we didn't have but part of the ladder. Try to brace it up underneath his back, and we held it by the leg or the feet of the ladder. Finally got it wedged up on that branch me and this gentleman were standing on. And it wedged up on there and kept him up. Took some of the weight off of us.
It took a long time for them to actually get him out of that tree, right?
Seemed like an eternity. Seemed like an eternity. Yes.
How you feeling right now?
I'm worried about the man. He got family, I'm sure he's got kids.
I'm sure this is his livelihood, so having an injury like this...
I don't think any man would take it too lightly. I know I wouldn't. I don't know how I would deal with it.
Okay. Give us your first and last name.
My first name is Eric, and my last name is Brocken.
And spell that for us. Spell Brocken for us.
Brocken.
Okay. And regular spelling on Eric?
Eric.
Okay. Thank you.
I was with him.
You were with him?
Yeah.
You were cutting the tree with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind just giving us a quick interview? Okay. Have you been cutting trees with him for a while? I mean, you work with him?
Cutting trees, yes.
How long have y'all been cutting trees for?
I don't. Well, we got through cutting another one, but we cut them as in front of my house. I cut one, and we cut it down so high because it was too big around. So we were going to get another bar to cut the rest of it, and they were happy with the cut we did. But he never hurt himself until he came over here.
So what happened here at this tree? Can you tell us about what happened at this tree?
Not really, other than we were trying to grab the rope to make it come fall this way, and it ended up going back at him. That's about as much as that I had seen from the bottom. Then I climbed up to help him stand, hold him up.
Did y'all just cut the wrong branch, or did it just not
No,
fall the
it
way
just
the branch
didn't-
didn't fall the way you wanted it to?
Yeah.
So the branch just didn't. You guys cut the branch, but it just didn't fall the side that you wanted it to fall on.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to understand because I don't cut trees. I haven't done it before, so I don't know how it all works.
What's your name?
Steve Solis.
Steve what?
Solis.
Spell your last name?
SOLIS.
And who do you guys work for? Y'all just independent contractors?
Yeah, he just works for himself.
What is his name?
Ray Leyva.
Ray Leyva. And how do you spell his last name? Do you know?
Leyva.
Leyva.
Yeah, something.
Ray Leyva.
Yeah.
Okay. And how old is he? Do you know?
42.
He's 42.